even par currently.
No. That's not the way you want to start the back nine. Missed putt, bogey, and a drop shot. Just a couple of feet. So with that, 1 over par. Along the left side, 472 yards. How do you handle this one? This is EA Sports coverage of the PGA Tour. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, the East Lake Golf Club is the home course to the legendary golfer Bobby Jones. It's the oldest golf course in the city of Atlanta. This is Rich Lerner along with Frank Novelo for EA Sports, and we'll be calling all the action out on the course today. Not on the fairway here. This could be a tough shot coming up next. You'll need to get all of this one. 200 yards, the second shot. So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait. And at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. And getting ready for the putt. Missed putt and a drop shot here at the 10th. Just a tap in to finish the hole. Tough bogey right there, moves to 1 over par. Now at the only hole on the course that starts with a 1 at the beginning of the yardage, this par 3 11, just under 200 yards, right around 197.
That's an absolute beauty.
Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Martin Keimer, really smooth putting stroke. Won majors, won a Players with a hot putter, and he's ready. Most players will hit fairway woods or long irons off the tee on this downhill par 4. There's an overhanging tree and some deep rough on that left side of the fairway. That makes this hole really tough if you're coming in from the left side. The right center of the fairway, that's the ideal location, leaving a short iron to the green.
Rich with a lilac ball.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but the short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
Now at the par 4 13th, and this one is all you want. Good, challenging tee shot, and then you need to put the ball in the right spot on the green. It slopes from back to front. This one will require a player to be dialed in. Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Frank, here at the 13th, the approach shot, what do you want to accomplish?
Another one where you've got to get the ball up quickly, plus you're going uphill. Probably an extra club, and pitch that ball on the left of center.
And that one lands in the first cut, Frank.
Interesting choice coming ahead here. It'll be interesting to see how he reads this lie.
Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in. Always tough to get a decent flight out of the rough. And you could see that ball was never soaring out of that light.
In the greenside bunker here, Frank. Nice to go to the beach, but not too often, we hope. Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Time to move on to the next hole. At the 14th now, 442-yard par 4 goes downhill a bit.
Yeah, you have to hit the ball down the left side of the fairway, Rich, because everything slopes to the rough on the right. Ball hangs up on the left side. There is a lone tree in the rough there that often comes into play. Green slopes away from the players to the left, and those two bunkers, the reason why they're pinched in, Well, when you're in the rough, you'll find out why they're there.
This is a good-looking shot. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. All right, hanging in. That's a par and 4 over. All teed up at the 15th, the final par 5 of the course, sitting at just 525 yards. Getting set for this next shot from the rough, what does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
Anything you do differently with your setup?
Just dig my feet into the sand a little bit more, but make sure you focus on the exact spot on the ball you want to hit.
Wow, this has turned into a day at the beach, but not much fun. This is the 4th shot now, and out of the bunker. Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Keimer's made a lot of these throughout his career, having won the U.S. Open in 2014, the Players as well. This is a par putt. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Trying to limit the damage here. This putt is for bogey.
Well, that one's got a stink. There's a good stroke.
Nudge this one home. Finish it up. That's messy. That's a double bogey. Moving on to number 16 now, 481-yard par 4.
Another one that's downhill with the fairway sloping from left to right. Series of bunkers down the left side. It's not the end of the world, actually, if you go on those ones down the left. Every now and again, you'll see someone try and hit a driver and try and take them all out of play. Is that you?
Now playing the second here at the par 4. How tough is this going to be now from the rough, Frank?
Oh, it's tough to say, Rich. I mean, so much is going to depend on that lie. I'm going to need a little bit of luck. Well, from in trouble, Rich, at least he's back in play.
On the fairway from the rough. Here's one of the game's great players and major champion of players champ, Martin Keimer, ready with his approach. And he's made the green. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Then a rocky round. Frank, the par 4 17th at 455 yards has become really one of the most famous holes on the PGA Tour.
By virtue of that great up and down by Bill Haas when the level of the lake had been reduced just to the level where he could actually play that vital third shot. The hole is a slight dogleg left, par 4, fairly flat. Those 3 bunkers down the right are absolutely perfect if you're going to just bail out to the right. You'll certainly learn how to play fairway bunker shots. If you can find the fairway, this green raised slightly, and you'll see that gaping front bunker that protects the front.
So in the first cut here, it could be worse. Good strike right there, right off the center of the face and about 20 feet away. A good 20-footer here. Do that, Frank. What a putt.
I don't go that far in a holiday.
The 18th hole here at East Lake is a par 3, 235 yards to the green. On to the finishing hole here at East Lake Golf Club. Not many courses end with a par 3. It's always a fun finishing hole. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Frank, this game will drive you crazy.
Yeah, you can do so many things right, and then just something so simple, completely wrong.
And getting ready for the putt. Very disappointing. Very short of the hole. It has been a terrible hole to this point. Keimer now for double. Well, once you hit double to par, it's time to just pick up and move on. Well, Frank, as we put a wrap on the day, it was plain to see he just didn't have his best stuff, but that's golf, and there's always tomorrow.
Yeah, the beauty of this game, you're rated by your best and your worst golf.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Simply put, there is nothing like it in the game of golf. It is by far the biggest spectator event in the sport. We're at TPC Scottsdale in Scottsdale, Arizona. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. And Frank, what can you tell us about this golf course?
Again, that'll be a topic of the day. But really, this is a regular site for the PGA Tour. So those of you that were familiar with the golf course, it's now changed. 2014, the designers Morris and Weisskopf did a massive renovation.
Well over 100,000 fans every day, better than 500,000 for the week. It's a giant party mixed in with a heck of a tournament. Pretty good shot, Frank, just inside of 20 feet.
Yeah, 19 feet is what we're hearing.
Martin Keimer, 24 in. Has this one for par. Oh, what a putt from long distance, bottom of the barrel.